Okay, good morning. Let's get this party going. There are the girls. Here we go. Okay. A mat, a towel, and some water. That's all you need. Take your feet to the edges of the mat, hands on your hips. You're going to make some nice big circles. Forward, back, and around. Stay going in the same direction, maybe 4 or 5 times, and then we'll switch. Nice and slow. Keep those legs nice and long. Now switch directions, go the opposite way. Should feel really good. Okay, keeping the feet where they are, reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. You're gonna lift the shoulders. You're gonna try to get taller from the top of the head. And now let's take it all the way down. You're gonna relax your head, just look through your knees. Try to really unweight the upper body so you get a nice stretch in the back of the legs. You maybe sway your hips a little bit from side to side. That feels good. And now we're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Now we're going to reverse it and come all the way back up. You're going to reach for the ceiling. And then slowly bringing it all the way back down. Letting the head go, the whole body just chills out. Maybe try bending a knee and going side to side with one knee straight, one knee bent. Now quiet the hips and legs. You're going to extend the spine. And then reverse it, come all the way back up and reach for that ceiling again. Shoulders up. And then all the way back down for the last time. We're going to bring our feet, walk them in so they're just hip width apart now, and hang out here and give me 5 nice big deep breaths. You can still move the hips or bend one leg and straighten one leg. Just kind of want to explore what feels good. Big deep breaths to expand the rib cage. Okay, now let's extend the spine again. And then let's reverse it, come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. Keep the arms nice and long, try to lift the shoulders. And now bring your hands to heart. We're going to step the left foot forward and the right leg back. So you're going to start out here with your shoulders right over the hips and send the arms up again. You're just going to hold here for 3 breaths while we get a nice stretch in that right hip flexor. So your front leg can have a little bend or not. It's always really about this hip. So whatever makes you feel stable or good is where you ought to be. Okay, now bring your hands to heart. Elevate that heel in the back as high as you can. Get rid of some of the bend in this leg so it's much less. And I just want you to hip hinge forward. Keep the spine nice and long. You're going to feel a really nice stretch in the back of the left leg and glute. So let's just hold this for 3 nice deep breaths. Put as much weight into that left leg as you can. And now we're going to slowly bring the torso back up. So shoulders are back right on top of the hips. You're going to slowly lower that back heel. Oh, how good does that feel? Maybe you can get into the ground or maybe not. As long as you're getting a nice stretch in that calf, you're good. Okay, lift it back up. Tippy toes. Lower it back down. Now you're going to release the hands from your heart. You're going to sweep the elbows back, make fists. So I want you to proud out the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades. You should feel that pinch in the back, right between the blades. Now try to keep the shoulders pressing down and back and out. Now get the heel back up as high as you can. Keeping the elbows sweeping back, I want you to lean forward again. So now you've got a big stretch still going on in that left leg, but your upper back is doing a lot of work here. Lift back up. Hands to heart. Lower that heel down in the back. Keep it down or as close to the earth as you can. Hinge forward, keeping a nice little bend in the front leg. And now I'm going to ask you to rotate your chest to face the left side of the room. I want you to feel a nice little release on the outside of the left hip. Okay, let's come back and get the shoulders nice and square. You still are leaning forward. Elevate the heel up in the back. Now you've got most of the weight in the left leg. Sweep the arms out in front. And now take them all the way up to the ceiling. Nice and long arms. Heel in the back is still up. And now we're going to swan dive it all the way down, nice and slowly. And we're going to meet in a high plank. Hold your high plank just for a few more breaths, drawing the belly up and in. And now we soften the knees to the floor. Send the hips back over the heels for a nice lat stretch. I want you to meet me in your quadruped position. So you're on all fours, toes tucked under. You're going to drop the chest between the arms towards the floor and then push away. Do that just a few times, nice and slowly. From here, tuck the toes under, elevate the knees off the floor, and take it to a small downward dog. Once you get there, walk your hands back to your feet. You're going to extend the spine and send the hips back. Reverse it, come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. You're going to take a big step forward with the right foot. Get the back heel up nice and high. Shoulders over hips. Here comes that nice stretch for the hip flexor on the left. Give me a little more height with the heel in the back. Now bring your hands to heart. You're gonna give me a nice little lean forward, so you're hip hinging through the right hip, and you're gonna lower that left heel towards the floor. The bend in your front leg can be whatever feels good for you. Lift that heel back up, bring the shoulders back up over the hips, sweep the arms back up towards the ceiling. Now you're going to slowly lower that heel again, hands to heart. We're going to sweep the elbows back, make a fist, and then hip hinge through the right hip. Elevate that heel even higher. I want most of your weight in the right leg. And now I want you to almost have that right leg straight. Just a micro bend in the knee, so you're not locking out through the joint. Feeling a nice stretch in that right glute and hammy. Now slowly bring the torso back up. We're going to sweep the arms up to the ceiling one last time. Lots of heel lift in the back. Now bend into the front leg as you slowly lower the arms parallel to the floor. Big forward lean. Most of your weight in the right leg. Hands to heart. Rotate the torso as far to the right as you can. I want you to feel the outside of that right hip. Bring it back. Send your arms out in front, parallel to the floor. Now you're going to take the hands down, meet me back in that high plank. Soften the knees, send the hips back over the heels. This time you're going to walk your hands off the mat all the way to the left. So you're feeling the side body stretch on the right. Your hips stay nice and square. Just breathe. Walk them back center. And let's go the other way. Get them off the mat, reaching them out, keeping the hips stable. And come on back. Meet me on all fours. We're going to do some nice cat cows. So tuck under, rounding that back. Let the head relax. And then flip it around. And just sort of go nice and slowly. This is a feel-good moment. One more. Now, neutral spine, tuck those toes under, drive the heels into the floor. Walk your feet towards the hands, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Try to lift the shoulders up. And now bring your hands to heart. You're going to kick stem the right foot. Tuck your chin in. Keep your neck long. Belly pulls in. Now we're going to lift that back foot off the floor, and you're going to start to hip hinge through that left hip. Now, I want you to engage the muscles in the back leg and point the toes. Start to fold down. I'd like to see your body parallel to the floor, or as close to that as you can get. And then slowly, with control, Bring it back up to the kickstand. You're gonna do that 2 more times. It will make it a lot easier if you get nice and stiff with that back leg. Coming back up nice and slow. And one last time. And back up slowly. Extend that right foot. So I still want most of your weight in this left leg. The toes are barely pressing into the floor on the right. Give me a little bend in this left leg, like you're in an athletic stance. And then I want you to hip hinge and just hold this with very little weight in the right foot. Keep your spine long and your belly in. Most of the weight in the left foot should be between the pad and the heel of the foot. Try not to cinch your toes. And then come back up, feet together, shake out those legs. Hopefully you felt a little bit of stuff going on in that leg and butt cheek. Okay, we're gonna switch. So now you're gonna kickstand the left leg. Hands to heart. Give me that little athletic bend. It's just a micro bend in this right knee. It's nothing great. Now, long spine, proud chest. Take the left foot completely off the floor. Point those toes. Get that leg really stiff. And then start your hip hinge. Down slowly till you feel the body parallel to the floor. And then you come up with control. So meet me back in your kickstand. Let's run through this a few more times. And last one. Nice and slow, lots of control. Once you're back into that kickstand, give me a little more bend in this right leg. Nice and stable, and then fold down and hold. Please, not much weight in the left foot. It's basically just floating on top of the mat. Belly pulls up and in, and you just breathe. And then slowly come back up and shake it out. I'm going to grab a quick tissue, get some water if you need it. Okay. Nice big deep breath. Sweep the arms all the way up. You're at the back of the mat. And then slowly swan dive down. You're going to inhale and extend the spine. And lower back down. And just do that 2 more times. Inhale, extend. Big deep breaths here. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Now take both your hands, hold on to your left ankle, sweep the right leg back and up. Keeping your hips nice and square, point the toes of the right leg, and just hold. Put the right foot down, switch your hands, left leg sweeps back. And then up. We're keeping the hips square and the leg long. And then put it down. You're going to walk your hands out to a high plank. And now soften your knees. Send the hips back over the heels. Nice, easy breathing in and out through the nose. Now, while we hold here, I want you to take your left palm, rotate it up to the ceiling. Lift it off the floor and try to reach it forward so the arm is long. Close it, switch sides, open, lift, and reach. And keep alternating side to side. Right way to open up the shoulders. Try to retract those shoulders, keep them where they're supposed to be. Okay, now come back up onto all fours. You're gonna do a few cat-cows, and then we're gonna meet lying down on the mat. So take those feet out to the side so you can have a seat. We're gonna bring the legs forward. Hands on your knees with your feet flexed. Sitting up nice and tall. Proud out your chest and give me a nice lean back. So you really feel like you gotta pull that belly in. So draw it in. And then when you're ready, lift these arms up. Makes it a lot more work for the hip flexors and the belly. Just take some nice deep breaths. You can go back a little further, why not? You can lift those heels off the floor, why not? You can grab your big toes and straighten the legs. Keep the chest proud and the spine long. Maybe we let go of the feet and hold them there. Send the arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then you're going to slowly lower the legs as you draw in the belly. Take the heels to the corners of the mat and dive between your legs for a nice low back stretch. And Pilates style, let's take it all the way down. Nice and slowly. Going to send the arms back. Nice and flat on the shoulder blades. So move them or reposition them if you don't feel like they're flat. Bring the arms up. Palms are facing. Slowly lower the arms down to the floor. And you're going to step both feet in. Very close to your butt, as close as you can get them. And then tilt that pelvis up. Lower back is on the floor. Get flat on the shoulder blades. Now come up into your bridge. And I want you to squeeze your knees together. Slowly lower down while you squeeze your knees. Send both legs up to the ceiling. Feet are hip width apart. Point your toes. Let's make nice ankle circles with your feet. Go the opposite way. Now point and flex. Do it a little slower than you normally would. When you're flexing, push the heels up towards the ceiling. And when you're pointing, enjoy that stretch of the shins. Do that a few more times, nice and slow. Nice. Now bring the knees into the chest. You're going to make a nice circle to massage your lower back. Change your direction. And put your feet on the floor. You're gonna flatten out those blades, you're gonna open the arms out to the side. So I'd like your wrist and shoulder to be at the same height. And your back pushing down. Let the knees move to the right. You're just gonna hold on this as you take some nice deep breaths. Bring the knees up, take them over to the opposite side. Your shoulder blades are staying down on the floor. Bring the knees back up. You're gonna take your right foot on top of your left thigh, like you're gonna do a pigeon stretch, or sorry, a figure four stretch. Keep the arms where they are. Now just let that right leg go down to the right while your foot stays on the thigh. And then bring it up. And just repeat that a few more times. Slowly down, slowly up. 3 or 4 counts in each direction. Should feel good as you ride over that glute. Okay, now let's switch feet. Put your left foot on your right thigh. Keep it flexed and slowly rolling over that left glute, lowering that left knee to the floor and bringing it back up. Keep doing the same side. And now put that foot on the floor. So your feet are hip width apart. And you're going to slowly bring your feet together. So walk them in, squeeze your knees like you're working your inner thighs. And just let the knees go to the left. You're gonna feel a slightly different stretch because you've got your knees and feet together. And then bring it up and go to the opposite side. And oscillate now from side to side. Should feel good for your thoracic spine as well as a little bit of the chest. Do a couple more. Nice. Now you're going to bring the arms in by your side. Get flat on the blades. Cross your right knee over the left. Let's have not so much of a bend in the legs this time. So walk the left foot out. Now let the knees go to the right. And you're going to send your left arm straight up to the ceiling and straight back. So that left chest is pointing straight up. Spread the fingers of that left hand nice and wide. And work that left knee a little closer to the floor, using the right leg to do it. And now take that left arm, change the angle. Maybe 45 degrees now from the body. And bring the arm up. And bring the legs up. And now we're crossing over the opposite way. Left knee over right. Small bend. Knees are going to the left. As the arm goes up, the right one and back. So feeling this right over the top of that hip. And the side body, your lats. It's all connected. Why this is such a great stretch. Switch up the angle of the arm. And bring that arm in, bring the legs back up. You're gonna uncross. We're gonna get nice and flat on the shoulder blades, and we're gonna make field goal posts with the arms. So the back of the hands are down on the floor, flat on the blades. So reposition, and let's try to make sure we've got our elbows at the height of the shoulder. Once you got all that going on, you're gonna slowly lift the hands off the floor and move them as far forward as you can. You're not forcing anything and you're not lifting up the shoulders. Just oscillating down and up. Nice and slow, maybe a few more. See if you can improve the angle or the range without lifting the shoulders. That's the objective. Okay, let's bring the arms in. You're gonna relax them down on the floor by your side. You're gonna step your feet in a little closer to your butt. And then rock your pelvis, tilting it up. And when you roll it down, make sure you're drawing in the belly. And just oscillate slowly. Okay, with your spine neutral, take your right foot, flex it over the left thigh, or we're gonna do a figure four stretch. So, however you wanna get into it, I like to take that right knee, move it forward and back, just to loosen up the joint. And then reach it forward, lift the left foot off the floor. You're gonna use your arms to help you draw the left knee in. Just hang out and breathe. Really do your best to keep that right ankle flexed when it's sitting on your left leg. And then release the knee to the floor and the right foot, sorry, the left foot and the right, and then switch sides. Do that forward and back with the knee before you actually go full on into this stretch. Always a good idea. Then when you're ready, left knee pulls towards the front, right knee in towards you. If you're using your arms to help you get the right knee in closer, try not to have the shoulders lift away from the floor. Nice big deep breaths. Okay, left foot down and right foot down. Feet are hip width apart. Let the knees go left and right. Massaging over the glute and hips. Just a few more times. We're gonna meet in a happy baby stretch. So here we go. Knees pull in, find the outsides of your feet. Use your arms to help you. Try to get the knees a little closer to the floor. Your lower back should remain down and your belly pressing in. Now bend your legs 45 degrees, arms straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna do a little core here. So as you extend the left arm back, you're gonna move the right leg out. So both of your limbs are nice and long, and then bring them back to your starting point. And then switch. Try to keep the ribs low and your stomach pressing down. And you're slowly gonna go side to side. The slower you go, the more challenging. Add in some holds. Move the knees a little more forward. You got options. You need to take a break, bring the knees in, make little circles. And then come back, start again. We're gonna finish this off, maybe 4 or 5 more reps. Slow though, don't rush through it. And knees come back in. So put one hand on each knee and you're gonna make big, wide circles. Change the direction. And now we're gonna rock and roll up to a seated position. We're gonna do a 90-90 stretch and then say goodbye. So start on the right. Scoot your butt over to the edge of the mat. 90 in both feet, both knees. Hands out in front as you lower down the torso and then come back up. Lower down and lift and lower. We're going to add on here. So this time when you lift up, send the left hand behind you, rotate and look over your left shoulder, and then bring the hand back forward and lower down again. And do that 3 times. And now hands to heart, fold up and down 3 times, unassisted if you can. And now on this next one, when you come up, you're going to rotate, try to look over that shoulder, come back down. Do that 2 more times. Now bring the hands out in front of that right leg, lean forward a little bit, and lift and lower your back foot 10 times. And now look back up, bring the left leg forward, scoot over to the left side, same position, hands out in front, slowly coming down and up. And when you come up this time, sweep that right arm behind you, rotate the torso, look over the right shoulder, then come back forward again and lower down. 2 more. Now, unassisted, hands to heart, straight up and down 3 times. And now when you come up this time, do that rotation as much as you can and back down. And now with the hands on the floor and a forward lean of the upper body a little bit, lift and lower that back foot. Nice. Now bring your back foot forward, take the heels to the front corners of your mat, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to step the right foot inside the left leg, and we're going to walk it out. Keep your spine long. Try to lower that right knee towards the floor a little bit. When you can't go any further, you can flex the spine, lower the head. And then come back up, switch sides. Left foot tucks in the right. Start out with a nice long spine as you walk it out. Soften the elbows down. Really try to work that left knee down towards the floor. Bring it back up. Now we're going to cross the legs. You choose which one goes where, because we'll switch it. So start out nice and tall, walk it forward. When there's no place to go, just round over the legs. Come on back up. Let's cross over the other way. Nice long spine to begin. And flex when you're ready. Just take nice deep breaths. Walk it back up. You're going to send the legs out in front, a little bit wider than hip width, and flex the feet. So not quite to the corners of the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, we're just going to take the right hand, lean in, and grab hold of the outside of that left foot. Take your left hand down to the floor. I want you to rotate the spine. And release it. Now take your feet a little further apart. So now I've got both my heels off the mat. They're much wider. Left hand posts, right hand grabs the outside of that left leg. You're going to feel a little more of a stretch. And then bring it back, bring the feet in. Now they're back to being a little wider than hip width. We take the left hand, lean in, grab the outside of the right foot, post that right hand and twist. Now while you're holding, I'd like you to take some nice big deep breaths. And then release it. Take the feet off the mat so they're much wider. Left hand grabs the outside of that right foot again, and you add that twist. And then come back up. Now you take the feet as far apart as you're comfortable doing, keeping the feet flexed. Walk it forward. Big stretch for that inner thigh. Inner thighs up. We have two. And walk it back, bring the feet back together. You're gonna push yourself up onto your tippy toes. And then all the way back up, big deep breath, reach for the ceiling. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! We did it. How are you, ladies?